radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of the hit the door stadiums. Small business don't come around and don't survive my radius.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
11.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first pass is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
The defense there on 3rd down just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A give to Etienne running right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Give, it's Etienne off the option, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. A good hold in these winning conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Jaguar defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 31 yards on the punt there. Great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. In motion goes Raymond. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rolling right out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Levis looking to move them around a bit. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up. When
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dolphins.
A give up the middle to H.A. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, they go back to H.A. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Now Levis. His throw incomplete.
let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion, it was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He rifles one, and It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Hey, Ron.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great job.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's make a play here. Fellas, turn it up. Keep it up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Make them walk for it. Push through, baby. Let's do this. Yeah, we're counting on you. Show them what you got. It's about time, fellas.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Think right open.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6.
A second down throw from Levis. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, if it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Achane on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Off the play fake, Levis. Here's Higgins out on the right side. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Achane gets it from the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, here's Levis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Dolphins 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll buy some time right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Hill to return it. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards.
I'll pick up on the play of 54 yards. First down, Miami.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion left. Well, now they'll try the end around. But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Lawrence will throw. That's caught on the left side, but now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the
Defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose? It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Second and short now following the fumble.
Take right open.
ETN up the middle. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
That's good. Jacksonville, first down and goal to go.
They'll run with ETN, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
They'll try to run with ETN. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Here's Lawrence. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third and goal, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets him that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good look, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Levis going to change the play. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Levis on 3rd down. They've got his man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 36. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Meanwhile, Levis's throw caught by Higgins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A-Chain will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing quickly there, but
maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They run for it. A-Chain, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. York able to send this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 30
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra points up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Levis, who's going to audible to something else. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This is 1st and 10. Levis. Throw out wide is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So 3 points, the deciding margin. And the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days. Anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it,
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games. We playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's my time. I know Patty Philippe. They was yapping. I don't hear.